Welcome back to Universal Insight. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for more updates. I bet you didn't know that your next trip to Europe could start with a line you never expected. Imagine landing at Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris, your heart racing with excitement, ready to dive into the city's vibrant culture and iconic sights. But instead of a swift exit, you're met with a line at passport control that seems to stretch on forever, winding its way through the bustling terminal. Confused travelers shuffle forward, glancing nervously at their phones and watches. Airport staff direct people to unfamiliar kiosks, and the old stamp-and-go process is nowhere to be found. This is the new reality for Americans, and many other visitors, arriving in Europe starting late 2025. The rules for entering much of Europe are changing for the first time in decades, and the process is about to become more high-tech and, at least at first, more confusing. Instead of a quick passport stamp, you'll now face a digital system designed to boost security and track entries. But it may catch you off guard if you're not prepared. Some travelers breeze through automated gates while others fumble with new machines, hearing unfamiliar terms like biometrics, facial recognition, and registration echoing through the hall. The confusion isn't just about waiting, it's about not knowing what's next or if you have the right paperwork ready. But with a little preparation and the right information, you can avoid the stress and be the most prepared person in line, moving forward with confidence. This isn't meant to scare you away from travel. It's your guide to navigating Europe's new border rules so you can focus on the adventure ahead. Know what to expect, have your documents ready, and you'll turn what could be chaos into nothing more than a minor delay. Let's break down exactly what's changing so you can step off the plane with confidence and start your trip on the right foot. Europe's borders are entering a digital age, and with a little know-how, you'll be ready to navigate it with ease. Knowledge is your best travel accessory, more valuable than any gadget or guidebook. Here's what you need to know before your next European trip so you can travel smarter and stress-free. The Entry-Exit System, or EES, launches October 12, 2025 across 29 European countries, including all your favorite destinations. The EES replaces the old passport stamp with a digital record of your entry and exit. On your first visit after EES starts, you'll register your biometrics, a facial scan and 4 fingerprints. This info is stored for 3 years, so you only do the full process once in that period. The goal? Better security and tracking of the 90-day tourist limit. After your first registration, future trips will be faster. Just verify your identity at a kiosk or automated gate. The system rolls out at major airports first, then expands to seaports and land borders by April 2026. The EES aims to speed things up, but expect longer waits at first, especially at busy airports and during peak travel times. Every first-time traveler will need a few extra minutes for biometric registration, which can add up to long lines. Major hubs like Athens, Milan, and Bucharest may see the biggest delays. Arrive early, avoid tight connections, and travel during off-peak hours if possible. You'll see new self-service kiosks for scanning your passport and providing biometrics. Most modern US passports are compatible. Follow on-screen instructions and staff guidance for a smoother process. Patience and preparation are key. With time, the process will become routine and much faster. You might hear about ETIAS, another new travel requirement, but don't worry, it's not here yet. ETIAS is an online pre-travel authorization, similar to the US ESTA, but it won't be required until late 2026. For now, focus only on the EES process at the border. When ETIAS launches, you'll fill out a quick online form, pay a small fee, and get approval linked to your passport for 3 years. Remember, EES is in person at the border, ETIAS is an online step before you travel. Don't confuse the two. For 2025, ETIAS is not your concern. Just keep it in mind for future trips. We'll all hear more as the launch date approaches. There's a lot of talk about new travel rules, but don't believe the rumors about Canada. With so much information swirling around online and in the news, it's easy to get confused about what's actually changing and what's just speculation. As of September 2025, US citizens do not need a visa or any new paperwork to visit Canada. The process for Americans remains as straightforward as ever, so you can plan your trip with confidence and peace of mind. The confusion comes from Canada's ETA system, which is required for travelers from other countries but does not apply to Americans at all. You don't need to worry about applying for an ETA if you hold a US passport. Just bring your valid US passport. You can stay up to 6 months, no extra steps, no hidden requirements, and no surprise paperwork at the border. The new EES system is strictly a European Union initiative, unrelated to Canadian policy. It has no impact on travel between the US and Canada, so you can ignore those headlines if you're heading north. Don't let headlines or social media posts mix up the facts. Always double-check before you change your travel plans or worry about new requirements. If you're heading to Montreal, Vancouver, or Niagara Falls, nothing has changed. The same easy entry rules apply, so you can focus on enjoying your trip. No new forms, no biometrics, no fees. The border process is as simple as it's always been for Americans. US-Canada travel remains simple and open, making it easy for families, friends, and solo travelers to visit. Always check official sources for the latest info, so you can travel with confidence and avoid unnecessary stress. So what's the bottom line for American travelers? If you're planning a trip to Europe, there's a lot of talk about new rules and changes, but don't let it overwhelm you. Europe's entry requirements are evolving, but there's no need to panic. Just be prepared and stay informed. A little planning goes a long way. The new entry-exit system, or EES, adds a step. You'll give fingerprints and have your photo taken on your first visit. This could mean some extra time at the border, especially during busy travel seasons, so patience is key. The good news? You still don't need a visa for most European countries, and the 90-day rule for short stays remains unchanged. Ignore any rumors about Canada. Travel there is completely unchanged, so you can plan those trips as usual. Here's your plan. Allow extra time when landing in Europe, avoid booking tight connections, and be ready for possible lines at border control. Make sure your passport is biometric, most are these days, but double-check before you go. Follow instructions at the self-service kiosks, which are designed to make the process smoother and faster for everyone. And remember, after your first trip, the process gets easier since your information will already be in the system. ETIAS, the travel authorization, is coming in the future, but for now, you don't need to worry about it. Focus on your current trip and enjoy the experience. Travel is all about adapting, and these new rules are just another part of the journey. Nothing to fear. These changes are designed for everyone's safety and security, not to keep you out. Border staff are there to help. Stay informed, stay calm, and you'll travel like a pro, confident and ready for anything. Europe is waiting for you, and now, with these tips, you're truly ready to go. Safe travels.